you.
No, sure. I think I have yours from the first time we met when we started this process.
I call the meeting to order. Everyone will rise for pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No. I'm gonna sit over here.
We don't get on. Okay. Roll call, Diane again.
Mr. Douglas?
Here.
Mr. Duca?
Here.
Mr. Irwin?
Here.
Mr. Bruno?
Here.
Mr. McDonald?
Here.
Mr. Favreau is excused. Mr. Farrell, our highway superintendent. Mr. Pedro, our sewer and water superintendent. Mr. Jarvis, our deputy highway superintendent. Mr. Gwinnett, our zoning officer. Mrs. Kristen Marino, our recreation director. Ms. Pamela Barber, our confidential secretary to the board, and our guests.
Thank you. Okay, let's do it. We got quite a bit on the agenda. Acceptance of the regular board meeting of May 13th. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
No?
Second it.
Craig?
I just have a quick question. Is everyone receiving those when I send them out? Okay, thank you. Well, no, I just want to make sure they're not lost. Craig always answered, and I just always wanted to make sure they weren't lost in cyberspace. Okay, thank you.
That being said, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Community input. Anyone sign up? Anyone want to speak? Okay. Number 7, discussion. We're actually, I need a table for that. They're not going to be here tonight, so we're going to table number 7. I need someone motion for the table.
Motion to table.
Mel, Eric, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, resolution discussion. I need a motion and a second, and we can have a discussion. NYSEG LED light conversion agreement. It basically will take the 19 lights that are inside the village, convert them to LED like we did our street lights 3 years ago, was it roughly? 4?
Morning.
Yeah, so 4 years ago, we did all the street lights in the village. We know how much money it saved us overall, and a very small expense was paid back within 3 years. This is the same concept of the little poles like on your street, Pam, on, but there's how many streets? 1, 2,
Mason Hill, Buttonwood,
yeah.
Maiden Lane, Birchwood. I think that's it.
There's 5 streets total. This obviously will also help us with the solar stuff and the credit that we get for grant money back on the project of all our LED lights that we're doing, our LED street lights that are going to help us with this grant for points. This will also help us with that too, to get more money back. It's in, I mean, it pays, the last one paid for itself in 3 years. This is very small. The reason why the last one paid for itself so fast is because we're at the last end of the life of the bulbs that were out there. They were regular halogen.
Is that the light
And
Incandescent.
it covers Town Park Road and several on School Street also, which is in Patrick.
And like I said, this will also give us extra points with all the stuff we've been doing, and Pam, Courtney, and Mike are going to be doing over at the highway garage and the water sewer garage with all the LED conversions. I met with Craig McDonald, not related to me at all. He's from Jay, from down here. I met with him, he works at Heinz Electric. He went through all the lights in here too. There's a big program out there for rebates and all that. Basically, they wash away from the state if you upgrade and put LED in. They wash away from our compact fluorescent. Downstairs is compact fluorescent still. In here, these are LED bulbs, but they're the conversion ones. So he's looking at that, but he looked at highway, looked at water sewer garage too already.
Excellent.
Since we're on that, we also did get confirmation that we're getting a $10,000 grant right now from NYSEG, from what we did before
Yep.
with the streetlights and everything, so that's in your
That's
your
awesome.
packet for
Yeah.
other business.
And the more we can do in the town, she's been wonderful to deal with, Hannah's been working with her great, we all been talking. Craig's been part of it, Kevin Hogan's been part of it. Anything we can do, we can keep getting more grant money, and like she said, we qualified for $10,000 already. So I need a motion and a second for the resolution for NYSEG.
I'll make a motion.
Eric made the motion,
Second it.
second by Craig. Resolution, Diane?
A resolution approving an agreement with New York State Electric and Gas to convert 19 decorative post-top HP sodium lights with LED decorative lights owned by NYSEG and authorizing the supervisor to execute the same. Whereas the town board members have the NYSEG streetlight conversion agreement between NYSEG and the town of Peru before them, whereas the town of Peru agrees to pay NYSEG for the unexpired life of the existing NYSEG-owned non-LED fixtures when invoiced by the company. NYSEG will install 19 4,000 Kelvin LED color temperature decorative post-top LED lights as replacements as per attached agreement and schedule. Whereas NYSEG and the town of Peru agreed the unexpired life value of the non-LED fixtures to be replaced is $2,418.97. Therefore, be it resolved, said proposed agreement is approved, and the supervisor, I'm spoiled by that, and the supervisor being hereby is authorized to execute said contract, and be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Any other discussion, anyone?
Nope.
And NYSEG does all the work, like they did all the LED streetlights on the streets and the roads.
This is also about the same price we paid 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice. Thank you, Ben.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Ducat?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno?
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Okay. Number 9, resolution discussion. Hiring CMS engineering for replacement of Telegraph Road Bridge Culvert. Mike, you want to speak on this before we do?
Yeah, that was, once we didn't get the funding, I did, obviously I met with Peter Gibbs down there to look at the collapse, talked to him about it, I just wanted to get his feelings if the engineer Bedford is our highway engineer. Like Peter said, there's no sense of reinventing the wheel. They filed a preliminary payment for work the last 3 years for Bridge New York, so they got quite a bit of this stuff done, so he sent a letter out to pay him, and I don't know if everybody got it, and myself recommending we stay with this, because we're not going to save any money by him, because he's going to have to start from scratch. Just on a side note, towards the back of that pamphlet, I've been warning people, trying to get permits and all this. The completion date is somewhere around July 2026. So that's what we're looking at.
July 2026.
I was down there yesterday. That has opened up even more. It's right to the head wall now. So I'm happy it's not, I shouldn't say I'm happy that it's closed, but it was the right move.
Yep.
If somebody gets hurt.
It's just bad. It would have been nice to get funding.
Okay, with that being said, I need a motion and a second for the resolution.
Make a motion.
Craig?
I'll second it.
Eric, second. Resolution, Diane.
A resolution approving the CNS Engineers Incorporated agreement for the replacement of Telegraph Road over Dry Mill Brook and authorizing the supervisor to execute the same. Whereas the town board has the CNS Engineers Incorporated agreement for the replacement of Telegraph Road over Dry Mill Brook in front of them, and whereas the purpose of this proposal is to assist the owner with the project for preliminary and final design services. Design task sections 1 through 7, attachment B for the replacement of the existing structure. Minor roadway approach will be required. Project limits 100 feet south, 100 feet north of the center of the existing structure for a total of 200 feet along Telegraph Road. Now therefore be it resolved the approval of CNS Engineers Incorporated agreement for the replacement of Telegraph Road over Dry Mill Brook for the sum of $245,000 and authorizing the supervisor to execute the same. And be it resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately.
Any more discussion?
No.
Roll call, Diane?
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duquette?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno?
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Would you say, Mike, that based on that, you thought July 2025?
Completion date, they are estimating at July 2026.
So, over 2 years. Okay, moving along, number 10, resolution discussing, to purchase 2 messaging boards, for any time we have road closures like Mike has now. Me and Mike brought back the signs, about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
We went into the same place we rented the other ones. We got a price quote Mike did for $1,400 per month, which would have been $2,800 per month. You figure that over a year, that's over $37,000 for 1 year. Mike got hold of a company that will sell us 2 signs that are like brand new, right, Mike?
Yeah, they're 2020, they came from Donnelly, same one that set up the certified road closures. They're a little bit smaller, they're built, they rent them out for like City of Plattsburgh, Albany. They have never been rented out, they're spotless. So we tested them. They've been sitting since 20, they've never been out, so they purchased the new batteries in them, upgraded the solar panels, the software for it, so we got them for $14,000 a piece, so it's kind of a no-brainer. So we got them, and then we can use them for the conference, or Courtney can use them. You got enough on the project, obviously they're going to be tied up for a while with us.
Yeah. But the nice thing is, in less than a year, we can buy 2 of them that we know we're going to need for 2 years. So we'd end up spending $30,000-$40,000 more, and then we actually own our own.
Yeah, this is a good price.
You know, so.
Good find on that one.
What's that?
That was a good find on that.
Yeah, I just called down just for,
I had to get the first time right.
so I just put my name on it, but I gotta make some phone calls.
So I need a motion and a second for the resolution to purchase 2 signs that Mike is going to be using for at least the next 2 years, and then we will own as a town.
Make the motion.
Craig, Jim Douglas, resolution Diane.
Resolution to purchase emergency roadside message boards for the Telegraph Road closure by the Town of Peru Highway Department. Whereas the Town of Peru Town Board is found a need to purchase roadside message boards due to the emergency road closure of Telegraph Road by the Highway Department. The Town Highway Department has determined it is more cost effective to purchase these message boards instead of renting them for the possible 2-year duration of the project. Whereas the purchase price for 2 message boards is $28,000 as per specifications from Donnelly Construction, and whereas the Town Board and the Highway Department Superintendent have determined that it is more cost efficient to purchase rather than rent for the extended period of time, with the monthly rental rate being $1,400 per month each. Be it resolved, the town supervisor is authorized to sign all paperwork to execute this purchase as soon as possible.
Any more discussion?
No, thank you.
Roll.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duquette?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno?
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Okay, number 11 is just the motion to acceptance of the community application for the town park, or Peru Town Marketplace to take effect down in Heyworth Village, like it has been. The application they put in every year, we just got to approve it. We charge them $100 it is per month. They already sent the money in, the full check. So once we approve, they will start their marketplace. It's June 30th for the first one, July 28th, August 25th, September 15th, and October 20th are the 5 dates.
I'll make the motion.
Craig made the motion,
Second.
second by Eric. All in favor?
Aye.
I guess it draws a great crowd, and every year they grow and grow and grow, and they're probably sold out by now of every vendor down there. It's crazy.
They're waiting for
Yep. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing. Okay. Number
12
12.
engineers will hold us up for how long, you know,
Ready for
that's
the
the
next
thing.
couple?
People don't realize
Maybe
it's
they're
core.
patient with me.
Okay. Number 12, need a motion resolution to accept the secret type 1 action, negative impact water and the treatment plant project.
I'll make the motion.
Craig made the motion.
I'll second.
Mel second. Resolution, Diane.
No more brownies from that.
And here's it so bad you can't.
I know, it's like, and I'm out of practice.
And
Proposed
the next
action
is
town.
nothing until 13.
Yeah, exactly. Proposed action town approve water system improvements project. Resolution determining that the proposed town approve water system improvements project is a type 1 action and will not have a significant adverse impact on the environment. Whereas the town of Peru, town is proposing the town approve water system improvements project located in the town of Peru, Clinton County, New York. And whereas the project has been classified as a type 1 action as defined by the State Environmental Quality Review Act in 6 NYSERR Part 17.4, and whereas the town of Peru Town Board sent a letter in Part 1 of a full environment assessment form to other potentially interested agencies and involved agencies, indicating the town's desire to serve as the lead agency and to complete a coordinated review of the project according to 6 NYCRR Part 617.6. And whereas responses from interested and involved agencies were requested, and each of the potentially interested and involved agencies has agreed to raise no objection to the town serving as lead agency for the project. And whereas pursuant to the SEQR regulations, the town of Peru Town Board is considering the significance of the potential environmental impacts of the project by using the criteria specified in section 617.7 of SEQR regulations and examining the FEAF for the project, including the facts and conclusions in parts 1, 2, and 3 of the FEAF, together with other available supporting information to identify the relevant areas of environmental concern. Now therefore be it resolved that the town of Peru Town Board hereby establishes itself as lead agency for the project, and be it further resolved that based upon an examination of the FEAF and other available supporting information, and considering both the magnitude and importance of each relevant area of environmental concern, and based further upon the town's knowledge of the area surrounding the project, the town of Peru Town Board makes the determination that the project will not have a significant adverse environment impact, and that project will not require the preparation of a draft environmental impact statement, and be it further resolved that as a consequence of such findings and declaration in compliance with the requirements of SEQR, the town of Peru Town Board as lead agency hereby directs the town of Peru supervisor to sign the FEAF Part 3 determination of significance, including that a negative declaration has been issued for the project. This resolution shall take effect immediately and will be properly noticed. The question of the adoption of the foregoing resolution was delivered to vote, and upon roll call, the vote was as follows. Mr. Douglas.
Yes.
Mr. Dugat.
Yes.
Mr. Irwin.
Yes.
Mr. Bruno.
Yes.
Mr. McDonald.
Yes. Okay. That is that. And the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can summarize this.
You want to summarize it?
You want to
I
try to
won't do it.
summarize it?
I won't do it without Matt being here, because Matt usually can. I don't feel comfortable doing it, but if you,
Read it off.
well, I don't want to read it all, but if you'd like to give me approval to summarize it, I would be happy to.
The first paragraph's good enough for me.
I was gonna say, if you want to read, Diane, if the town board will allow her to read just that first paragraph on the bond resolution of the town, anyone can get a copy of it. If they ask for it, they want a
100%.
copy of it. I mean, it's literally like 10 pages, and Matt would summarize it anyway, but
Yeah, he would.
he's being a legal, obviously attorney, he can summarize it a lot better. So let's make a motion that she just has to read the top of the bond resolution and summarize it, and if anyone wants a copy of it, they can get a copy anytime, any day.
I'll make that motion.
Craig makes a motion, Jim makes second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now I need a motion for the resolution, just for what we talked about.
And if anybody wants a copy,
You can have
You
mine.
can have anyone's. I need a motion for the resolution.
I'll make a motion.
Eric? Mel, second. Resolution, Diane, just this year and then that there.
Okay, at the regular meeting of the town of Peru in the county of Clinton, New York, and was held from Town Hall, New York, on May 29, 2024, at 6:00 p.m. Bond resolution of the town of Peru, Clinton County, New York, adopted on the 29th day of May 2024, authorizing the construction of improvements to the town's drinking water facilities at an estimated maximum cost of $9,400,000, appropriating said almost therefore and authorizing the issuance of up to $9,400,000 bond anticipation notes and serial bonds of the town to pay the cost of the project. And what we'll do
Any
is,
discussion? Well, you-
now what I have to do is we have to certify it, if you approve it, which I'm assuming you're gonna approve it, and then, the bond aid, Ted's the bond guy, right? So Ted has already sent Pam and I for the estoppel to go in the paper so that everything can keep rolling for John. So it's the team of, the two of us who can keep things rolling with Ted and John. And I'll certify and get it done tomorrow.
If anyone wants a copy, no matter what, when, if you want one tonight, you can make you a copy of the whole thing, that way someone has it if they request it. With that being said, roll call, Diane.
Mr. Douglas?
yes, I just want to say though that I know that's a lot of money to spend, but at this point in time, you know, John, I think you've done a good job, and it's something that we really don't have a choice, it's something that we have to do.
And because we're under consent, order of consent, like John was saying, we do too, it actually helps the town get more funding because you're under order of consent.
Right, which is gonna help
Not good to be under order of consent, but it's good when it comes to
us.
funding.
It is.
Our emergency funding. Anything else, anyone? Roll call.
Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duquette?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno?
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald?
Yes.
Build it, and they will come.
Okay,
Yeah.
other business. Eric.
I'm good at the moment.
Jim.
I'm good.
Diane.
Beautiful road in town.
Okay.
And tax.
We are gonna have executive session, but I was able to talk to the board members, and some people here before the meeting. Not an easy decision for me, but sometime in September or October, I will be stepping down as town supervisor. My wife is working in Plattsburgh, we found a place in Plattsburgh. I've been looking since I got into real estate a couple years ago in Peru, to try to downsize. We just haven't found it in Peru. So we did find a place in Plattsburgh that did hit the market with another agent from another real estate agent. And I do have a house under contract. We're gonna close in July, in the house in Plattsburgh. I'm not putting my house up for sale in Peru until probably July or August, just because I don't wanna be competing with other houses I'm gonna have on my street for sale. So I don't want conflict that. I have my house for sale on this. So, because I have a couple of nice listings on my street, so. But when it does happen, September, October, when we do close on our house, that's when I will be giving up my seat as town supervisor. It's been 17 years, it would have been 17 years at the end of this year. Not an easy decision, but with my wife working at SUNY Plattsburgh and we're in Plattsburgh all the time, it just makes sense for us to downsize. I love the town, I love the people, I love you guys, as you know, everyone, you know, worked with you guys over all these years. You're not just friends, you're family. Gonna miss it. But it's the right decision. So in September, October, what are you for? Will be hopefully the town supervisor. And I talked to Mary Dwyer, and she said what it is, if one of you guys want to take this town supervisor, we will appoint the supervisor, obviously, to take my seat. It will be from the time I get done when we sell our house and close on it. They will take over until November of next year's election. at that election, whoever is, wins the election, will be the town supervisor after they certify the election. So, but just want to let you know, and then if, once, I'm done and one of you guys are hopefully town supervisor, if you want to be, we can get somebody outside too we can appoint, but hopefully one of you guys take it. The councilman seat that would be available, you can either leave open, or you can appoint somebody until next November when election will settle that too. I just want to thank you guys for all the years, thank you guys for everything. Obviously, I'm not going far, I'm only in Plattsburgh, but it was a hard decision. It's not an easy decision, but it's the right decision. Yeah.
Thank you
Well,
very
thank you.
much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Mel.
Just a happy birthday, Mr. Banker, he turned 100 years old today.
Wow.
He's a
Awesome.
Nice.
Anything else? Great.
Hey, I've been walking the park every day, just wanna say Courtney, it looks awesome, and so do all the ball fields and stuff up by my house. It's really good, you guys are working hard on it, I know the grass is growing phenomenally fast. Yeah, it kinda is at my house. It looks really nice, I'm sure Krista's enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Bob.
We have a letter of interest for someone from the zoning board that would be filling in as an alternate. That's a good thing. I'd like to thank Mr. Ryan for posting that on. That's where the gentleman, he read it on his Peru Gazette. Pretty busy. Next month, we have from the planning board, probably about 7 applications, a lot of sign applications. The church, Mr. K-Shack, and Artisan Signs is going to replace quite a few of the church signs, and everyone knows the design of it all, how beautiful they are. So, and then the following month they're going to have signs, wayfaring signs. One replaced up on at the end of Mannix Road, Mannix and Patton Road, for Mother Greedy Shine, and then they hope to get a permit from the zoning board to do an off-premises sign on the corner of 22B and Mannix Road, another wayfaring sign. And they're all going to be designed by Mr. K-Shack, so
Nice.
that's it.
Good. Thank you. Tyler.
We're busy, mad busy. Mike's list doesn't get any shorter. So we got, guys have been doing a heck of a job juggling all the work. We're currently helping Osable get some of their roads paved. We're doing Mike's list of culverts to get our roads paved. We finally got our, I don't know if we talked about it, we got our new mower hooked to the tractor. It's got an arm, so we got an extended reach now. We can kind of maintain our backside of our ditches, stuff like that, stuff we couldn't do before. Little Andrew has been running the tractor since we purchased it, so he is obviously the guy that's best for running it. He picked up on it really well. He went down to Dragoons and they showed him everything he needed to know. So he's our mower guy. He's the go-to guy for that stuff, and he picked up on it well. A couple little kinks we had to work out with it, nothing major, but so that's another thing.
Blades are sharp, I will vouch.
Yeah, it's doing a good job, and he does a good job at mowing altogether. We followed him the other day, and we call him Little Andrew for a reason. He's bent right over the thing looking, trying to watch it. It's just funny. I got a picture of him. He's a heck of a guy doing that stuff. But so trying to get our roads ready for paving. We're ready. We're straight out. So
Excellent.
the guys are handling it quite well. We go to one job, we pick up, we go to another, and like I said, a couple days ago, we had a guy tell us, he sees us all over the place, he says, what are you guys doing? We're trying to get stuff done, so, you guys are doing an awesome job.
Great. Chris.
So nothing like stealing my thunder. Courtney, everything looks amazing, and I got to meet, I think it's Luke, and I can't recall, but 2 of the new grounds people that are working there, they were fantastic. They were dropping trash cans off in the field, they were just doing some different things, but they're great, they were very nice. So, with that being said, county sent out schedules. Just this past week, they had their weekend of training their umpires.
up here, everything went wonderful. We are hopefully, Beekman Town has a pony team. We lost our pony boys team several years ago when Mariners and some of the other teams became more prevalent in the area. But we have such a drive for it right now, we can field 2 pony teams.
Wow.
So Mr. Arnold at county said, you know what, if we can find one other team, and Beekman Town came up with something, we're gonna go ahead and put a schedule for them together. So they'll play up at the high school in the middle on the JV field. I'm not gonna hit up for the varsity field, that's, you know, I know how that goes. So I put in the work for that. We should be set at the same time. All of our summer programs are through the roof. Even tennis, one of the sessions is completely full. So, and the tennis teams at the high school, the numbers have been dwindling. So this is going really well for their program as well. But arts and crafts and soccer are maxed out. There's a waiting list. Soccer, as of right now, I will reopen soccer for registration starting July 1st because I've had lots of people, and it seems to be the key thing, oh, we missed signups. So July 1st, it'll open up again, I think until like July 24th. But as of right now, we have 267 people signed up between mites, peewees, and mini mites. So with that being said, we had an AED machine that we had gifted to us, which is at Lapham's. I'm looking into some different containers, but Governor Hochul has put into effect that if you have X number of teams practicing or playing or whatever, you need to have an AED machine. So we have both adult pads and child pads. To let you know, I've gone through the training. Adult pads can be used on a child if needed. So there are some different things like that. Nick Arnold also reached out and sent me Storm trainers. If you're familiar with Storm, she works at Emergency Services Boulevard. She has, I think she said she had like 14 AED machines, that if the town was in need, please let her know. I have reached out to her. I would like to at least get one of those. The only thing she said is that we have to purchase the child pads for those, just to have $115. Not a big deal considering. That's fine. She asked how many we needed. I don't want to be greedy. I'd love to have 2, because then we could have one at Lapham's, one down at Heyworth, one down at Sullivan, with the park there and everything, and all the kids, you know. And I'd like to start fun runs again. I think those places are necessary. When we're at the school, the coaches know where the AED machines are located. There's one in the bus garage, in the gyms, that kind of stuff. So I'm not worried when we're at the fields of the school. So it's at Heyworth, Sullivan, and up at Lapham's. So like I said, I'm talking to Storm in regards to what kind of boxes would be beneficial for us, because we did have an issue with one being broken into. So I just want to make sure, I mean, it could be an anomaly kind of a thing, could happen every so often, but I just want to make sure we have the right thing for the right situation.
So I saw on your website, T-ball coaches were wanted, apparently you filled it?
I got T-ball coaches like that,
Nice.
and they were all over everything. T-ball has already started, kids have shirts. Of course, you know, just like always, I have somebody that says, oh, I forgot to sign up. Come on. T-ball is the one thing that I tell the parents right from the get-go, this is the most fun you're gonna have. Because there might be some little tears here and there, but there's nobody wins. That's just all there is to it. Everybody gets to hit, everybody gets to get home base, everybody gets to try to field the ball. I said, you're gonna have fun. Between that and mini mites, take your pictures and everything now, you're gonna want them for when there's a senior.
Great job, thank you so much.
If you're looking for some fun and just wanna catch something, they're out there.
Okay, thanks. Courtney?
Not too much. Like I said earlier, I did meet with the APA and Mike Martin at the reservoir today. Looks like we're gonna be all good for our dredging permit, so I should be getting that in another month and a half. And then I'll just have to work out the schedule with Mike and his paving. Once we get a few dump trucks, get that cleaned out.
What kind of machine, you gotta rent one for that? or-
Probably gotta get a bigger excavator.
Take it deep, man.
You had some requirements for the sediment, what it had to be used for or something?
Yeah, we're still working on that. We have a temporary dump site where the dump at the old dump I'm running down. funds. But I do believe we're going to have to find a permanent site. We're probably just going to get a beneficial use permit. So we won't be able to just dispose of it. Might have to,
Keep me posted.
yeah, work with a farmer or something that can get planted in a field, or somebody that can use it as a binder and some dirt.
Cool.
We were supposed to have the activated carbon change in the water plant today. The company that got the bid showed up, didn't have the proper equipment, so they're gonna have to reschedule. I met with the town of Osable supervisor, Tim, I believe it is, and Rusty today at the Osable wastewater treatment plant, that I'm gonna start helping out with them. I went to that facility with Rusty, so we're hoping to go there. And the tarp stuff, guys have been nonstop, toe straps have been getting used a lot. Don't know where's that mud, but everything's pretty wet. We got a lot of new clay down at Loudon's Mills. What they got in between. The disc golf, we cleared the whole parking area up, clear up around the silo. Only cost so far on that is fuel and manpower. Mike donated the grindings for the parking area. The dirt we used to fill in the old foundation and stuff we had saved from the sewer project that was done on Elm Street, and wood chips we've had tree trimmers dump off for us for free.
Excellent.
I'm just hoping the other side of the river can dry out and we can get over there and start getting that cleared up. As of now, there's 4 holes in. I think we have 18.
Awesome. Looks nice. Awesome. Thank you. Any questions?
No.
Mike?
Just before I forget, get going, Andrew Roberts, his 1-year anniversary was up last Thursday, so he's officially full-time. That was a good employee, very careful in the equipment, so it's a good asset. So I leave Sunday for highway school in Ithaca. I'll be back Wednesday afternoon, somewhere around there. So if you need anything, just you can send me a text, but Tara will be running the show. So like we said, the list, they get it down. They got it down to under 30. I think they bounced back to 38. So it just one thing after another comes in. But now we're juggling in between paving, so some of that's going to take a back seat, but it is what it is.
Had them rainy day jobs, but
Yeah.
Which creates more jobs.
Yeah.
yeah. Any,
Hey, see the phone.
anything going on with the filling the vacant employee spot?
I got 3 applications, nothing bad about any of the 3, but probably gonna re-advertise again
Okay.
and see, if there's a good side of it, it's the right time. Right now, we're not plowing, so
Excellent.
be a little more. Everything else is going. I do know we are gonna get something from Lake Champlain Beach for the salt reduction.
Yep, saw that.
I can't really say my gut, I pretty much know, but until they officially tell me, I just won't say it yet, so
Yep.
I wanna be shorter.
Saw that email today, it's nice. Good.
Where are we at with Cook Road? Cook Road.
Cook Road, it's wait for Daryl.
Okay.
Yeah, our part is done. So, I mean, I just got some white markers, came in yesterday just for the temporary road to put inside, just to mark it. They just drive in a post bounder, so I got like 10 of them to put in, but other than that, our part's done.
Yeah. Any idea when he's coming?
They were done a couple little projects, so it's,
Mike, I can comment on, he's working on his house on Mason Street.
Oh.
He's put a new culvert in and patching everything else. I saw Ricky there and everybody.
They are.
I saw that today when I went.
yeah, they are a small outfit, so that's, yeah.
Yeah,
But the structure's done over to Camp Precast, so it's whenever they wanna go.
Good.
Anything else?
Nope.
Karen?
No, just the 2 other businesses in the backyard.
Yep. So one, Cam did mention about the $10,000 grant that we already got, because of what we've done so far. The insurance company, good news that we passed was gonna be $31.33. It's gonna actually be $2,475, so actually went down. And then, the other thing we just had was just in front of me, where the heck is it?
Check.
Compliance.
We got a check because of workplace, safety. It was this year.
The policy year 2022 for $5,436.
Yeah.
Is that split amongst us?
No. Should be split between the department heads. They keep the workplace safe.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get money back from comp, that's a big deal.
Yep. And then the last thing is Chuck, unfortunately, he was on vacation and his mother passed, so we do have a card if anyone can sign. We are gonna collect money, taking flowers and stuff, for her, or for him, for her. So unfortunately, he was on vacation and she passed.
He was supposed to get home this afternoon.
Yeah, so he'll be home, well, probably by now, around now. Yep, so,
Feel obligated to sign the card, but if you'd like to,
yeah,
it's
if
right
you'd like to,
there.
it's there,
And you'd like to,
and you don't.
whatever we decide to, we'll ask him what he'd like us to do. I'm sure his mom had something in favor, so. As we do as a town team, so.
Okay, so
And I
that's.
did forget one thing, just to mention that we did not get selected by Lee Stefanik's office for the grant that we put in for. They only could choose 15 and they had over 130 applicants.
It's crazy.
It wasn't anything to do with our application, it was just for,
Just so many.
yeah, so many.
Said they were overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Anything other business, anyone else, other business?
He does Mr. Bowen, I think.
That'd be public comments in 1 second. So all the business done by the employees. Number 15, discussion public comments on agenda items.
I just wanted to make a recommendation that when we have the special hearing, like we had earlier, could we actually put what it was on the town board website instead of just that number of 202B, whatever? Can we actually put what it pertains to? Because even when you open the agenda item, it doesn't even, I have it open, it doesn't even tell you what the special meeting is about.
We can put a description.
Sure we can.
I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
if I hadn't read it in the Gazette, that was, went out earlier, I wouldn't even known what it was about. And if you go to the website, there's no way of telling what it's about either, even by reading the agenda.
Yeah, we can put a description. That's why we give John everything and he puts a nice thing on the Gazette that everyone looks at.
I'm sorry, sir, your name,
Carl, with a C,
last name?
Bowen, B-O-W-N.
Yeah.
W-E-N?
Yeah, B-O-W-N.
Yeah, we'll try to make improvements on that. Shouldn't be
Anything
too
else?
hard.
Agenda items
If you
only.
want to put the whole 202B section in, we can do that.
I didn't know this.
I had the same question, Mr. Bowen, exactly, so. Just a question on the streetlights, was that about 2,400 a piece?
No.
No,
Total of 19 streetlights.
for 2,400 bucks?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's the smaller ones, not like the big ones we had here. 4 years ago, I think we paid like 2,900 and they did over 90 something heads.
98.
98 heads of all the ones on all the streets. And NYSEG does them and everything, and then obviously we save on the power that we pay for them.
And the other, you said something about insurance being down, what was that?
The
Cybersecurity.
cybersecurity insurance that we were gonna get for cybersecurity stuff, I think you guys passed it, I wasn't here, I was sick last meeting. They passed it for $3,300 and it went down to, whatever I just said, $2,475.
And then the only question was the third-party coverage, which it does cover.
It does cover third-party coverage. That's
Covers
what I
us and the third party.
Okay, that's all I have.
Anything else?
Thank you, John.
Anything else? Okay. I need a motion and a second to pay the May 2024 bills. I need a motion and a second.
Make it.
Jim Douglas, I'm sorry, Craig.
A resolution authorizing the post audit payment of certain claims, bills, and invoices of the town. Whereas the town board has reviewed and audited the following claims, bills, and invoices for services rendered and goods provided to the town in May 2024. From town approved vouchers for May 2024, 2024, 00709 through and including 2024, 00759, abstract dated 5/23/24, for the dollar amount totaling $127,872.57. Of that, $17,089.36 was wired, credit cards, and prepaid, and $110,783.21 is remaining to be paid for May 2024. Whereas the town board finds said claims, bills, and invoices to be acceptable in form and reasonable in amount, now therefore be it resolved that payment of the aforementioned claims, bills, and invoices is approved, and the supervisor being hereby is authorized to make such payment, and be it further resolved that this resolution to take effect immediately. Mr. Douglas?
Yes.
Mr. Duquette?
Yes.
Mr. Irwin?
Yes.
Mr. Bruno?
Yes.
And Mr. McDonald?
Yes. Okay, I need a motion and a second to adjourn briefly for executive session on a personnel issue.
Second.
Eric made the motion,
Oh,
Craig's.
Jim did.
Eric's throwing his voice in.
All in favor?
Aye.
It should be brief and we won't be coming out with discussion or decision time, but it will be brief.